Hello everybody, and welcome into day 15 of Adventures with Matt, a modded Minecraft adventure. This is version 1.21.1, and I've done a lot of exploring the past couple of weeks, and I said last week that I would be working on the farm island today, although it's becoming less and less of a farm island in the planning. It's still going to be farms, or have farms at least. But I'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to show off some stuff I did. So offline, if you've seen the previous streams or VODs, you'll notice there's already a difference here. So after my stream last week, I went and lit up the mansion using lanterns instead of torches. So now I have lanterns, except for in the rooms. Rooms which aren't seen in use are still torches. But everything else, all the halls, are now lanterns. It's just a bit more light, and the reason I did that was that it's actually more better lit up when I don't have night vision. This gives it more consistency in the lighting as well. And all around, I think it looks better than having torches everywhere too. Now these posts were already in existence. They had torches on top. That's vanilla. I just put lanterns underneath. Oh, missed a spot. And then I also put down tables. And I even did that in rooms. I thought about putting like a chandelier type thing or a post coming down from there, but it didn't look that good. And it still didn't light things up that well either. Like the light level here, when I did that, was I did have it coming down, I think 3 and then the light. And the light level here was like 5, I think, or less. It was not that great. In here, I need to decide I may replace these two with tables, and that would mean moving those. I don't know if I should. I did put let me fix this so that it the wart, the fungi, and wither roses in here. Spore blossoms, this is set to display, but you don't show. Oh, and another thing. Wrong thing. I moved all of the sugarcane from any that got added. Well, like all the sugarcane came out there, and I was just cleaning that up earlier. So this is full of sugarcane. Which, yes, I did upgrade this barrel from iron to diamond, and I gave it a couple of diamond stack upgrades because it needed the space. So I thought you had to put Silk Touch on a hoe in here in order to get things like leaves. What happened was I was trying to figure out why this wasn't working. Because see, it says, oh, yeah, as it turns out, you can put shears in here. Why does it only show that you can put a hoe? You can put shears. And that's how you get leaves. Yeah, now I'm getting leaves for all of them. I'm gonna turn night vision back on. Also, another thing from Quark, you can pet the dogs. He sounds so sad. Yeah, that's another feature from Quark. You have shift and right click. Alright, so back to the plan for today. So last week I said I was gonna be working on the island some more. this week, and I actually added in a couple of mods to help with the museum and display portion. Reliquary reincarnations, and another mod called items displayed. Reliquary reincarnations adds some more artifacts and stuff that you could find. Well, actually, you have to get like parts and all that stuff, I think. But and a new enchantment. I think this is a traded one, so I'll have to roll trades. But I also added in, like I said, items displayed, and it adds in display pillows and an item display, which I was on a creative world testing. Yeah, so I started a creative world to test it out, and spawn was right beside a bathhouse. Yeah, that was an interesting spawn. It spawned and I'm like, oh, that's a bathhouse. Okay. I was facing it, like when I generated this world, I was facing the woodland mansion. But, in last week's stream, I was looking for ancient cities. Oh, speaking of the ancient cities, I verified in vanilla that second ancient city is right there. It is just sitting right there. That is vanilla generation. But yeah, at the end or in last stream, I was looking for the ancient cities. Sadly, the loot pool changes from Quark and stuff affected it that the chest that had the silence armor trim didn't. The silence armor trim in vanilla didn't have it here. And yeah, so I didn't get silence. And that was a significant amount of the stream. Was just traveling there and then that. So it wasn't really full of adventure. And I found some structures on the way there. And I kind of want to, well, and after, and I kind of want to explore them. So I think I'm going to explore today and then go tomorrow and to the island. I don't know, I keep saying I'm going to do the island, I'm going to do the island. I'll eventually do the island. I'll eventually get back to working on it. I don't know why I was shaking my head. I'll eventually get back to working on the island. Just, I want to do some more exploring. Also, that reminds me. So I did add in a couple of more structure mods. Young's Better Jungle Temples and Young's Better Desert Temples, I believe. And the reason for that is, when I added Better Archaeology, when we were talking about it on Saturday, I had mentioned that I added pyramids. I was wrong. What had happened was I had looked at Young's Better Desert Temples and then looked at Better Archaeology, and I was thinking of Young's Better Desert Temple, and yeah. But here's from Better Archaeology. We are going to do this one. Let me turn these on. But yeah, so I do now have 2 more structures that I can explore. Oh, and also, I'd mentioned I had remembered seeing a mod before where there was a giant desert temple that had a skeleton T-Rex as a boss. I found the mod. I have not added it. It is L enters Cataclysm. L underscore enters Cataclysm. And the reason I didn't add it is there are a couple of features in it I don't like. It adds a bunch of structures. There are a couple of features in it I don't like. I'm not saying the mod is bad. I've never played it myself. I've seen it played. I'm gonna have to think more on if I want to add it, and if I do, it'll be later in the season. Because one of the things it does is it adds new weapon tiers, if I was reading things correctly. Weapon and gear and stuff. I'm not fond of that. I want to try and keep to the vanilla stuff for tools and all that. But I may add it later on in the season. Anyway, with all that said, let's get to this. Oh, I just got reminded there was another mod I wanted to add. That didn't work. Oh, hello. Nice try. Okay, let's put you back down. Oh, you didn't have anything in it. Okay. I forgot to add that mod. Yeah, so, I keep doing that. So I found out, hello. That was infested? That's a Quark feature, the ability to do that. We'll go this way. I'm gonna move this over. Not what I meant to do. Oh, hello. We'll take shock. Hmm. No, that's it. Okay, so over here, over here. That's a doorway of some sort. Hey, Cozy. I'm doing alright. How are you? So, what was supposed to... It ain't that, and it ain't this. Okay, so it goes like this. So it doesn't work. Oh. What are we exploring? The temple that I found last stream. The desert, or the jungle temple that I found last stream. So that's it for down here. You know what, I'm gonna take these. Oh, this just leads back around. Yeah, so I mentioned before you came out, I mentioned at the start of the stream. After exploring basically nothing exciting last week, I felt like doing exploring. But I did add in um okay. So I did add in a couple of mods to help with wrong thing. Is that it? There's no way this is the whole thing. A couple of mods to help with the museum. One of which adds, I did add in reliquary reincarnations, and I added in items displayed. So that'll be useful. Is that really the whole thing? There has to be more. Yeah? What else am I gonna do? Well, like I said, I was kind of disappointed in the exploration last week. Or on Saturday. How do I get out of here? Oh, here. I want to do a bit of exploring and stuff today. This isn't bad. I got, where is it? The body for the villager fossil. And another head. Yeah, this is what items displayed adds. Display pillows in an item display. And then this adds in pedestals. Oh, bullets. It also adds in a gun. I'm not going to use that. But oh, so I thought, do you remember me talking about? Here it is. Um. Oh right, because I didn't actually go down. Um. Pyramids last time. So I forgot. It wasn't Better Archaeology which added the pyramid. I had looked at a different mod and then I looked at Better Archaeology. Catacombs map led to here. Do I need to just keep going? But I did add in, that was Young's Better Desert Temples. Added that and his Better Desert Pyramids. There's nothing. The Catacombs map led to here. Yeah, I added in Young's Better Desert Temple and Young's Better Desert, or Better Jungle Temple. It's a mine shaft, I think. Yeah, this is a mine shaft over here. That's interesting. Oh, speaking of maps, I accidentally threw away one of the maps when I was sorting my stuff. Because what happened was they all stopped saying that they'd been used. and just started saying unknown map. So I thought it wasn't one I had used. So the map led to here, and yet didn't actually lead to anything. No, there's something here. Wrong way. Oh, and I found the mod. Too far. And I found the mod which Y62. Oh, it's up. Wait. Which what added in, oh, here we go. Added in the massive mind's blanking out as I try to remember. Desert Pyramid that I talked about last time that had the T-Rex, the Ultra T-Rex. It is L. Ender's Cataclysm. And I mentioned at the start of the stream, I don't think I'll be adding it for now. If I do add it, it'll probably be later in the series. And the reason for that is it adds in new armor tiers, new armor and weapon tiers, and does some other stuff that I'm generally not fond of. This is probably the way you're supposed to get in. But I'm not saying it's a bad mod. It's just not something I like. So I'll have to think on if I want to add it or not. Oh, there is an entrance. Now I know for the future. Did that turn it back on? Yes. Yeah, like I said, I ain't saying it's a bad mod, it's just I'll have to think on if I want it or not. And if I do add it, it'll be at some point in the future. Probably a lot later in the season. I need 9 shards to make an artifact. Nice try. Ooh. Yeah, like I said, in regards to the island, I'll probably be doing it tomorrow. It's just I wasn't satisfied after last week, or after how Saturday ended, with not getting silence and then most of it just being traveling and that. Okay. And I did find these in that stream, and it was bothering me that I haven't explored it. So I'm going to explore this, and I'm going to explore... Hmm. I guess that's everything? Yeah, I guess that's everything here. Yeah, I'm also going to explore the other structure that we found. And then I'm going to see if I can find... this guy. We're going to explore this guy. See if it has an entrance on the surface. Because we know it goes under here. That's why this exists. Oops, just hit my phone. Yeah, so I'm going to explore that. And then I'm going to see if I can find one of the new structures, or another archaeologist, or another better archaeology structure. And that'll be today's stream. There's just more exploration. And then tomorrow... Okay, you ain't an entrance. How am I supposed to enter that thing? And then tomorrow I'll go to the island. Or if I have time after all this stuff, I'll go back to the island. Yeah, it was just because Saturday wasn't that satisfying, and there was also the matter of me finding these two structures in that stream. And that guy. Yeah, I ain't seen a way in, so I think I'm just gonna break in. Oh, these evoker traps, by the way, summon evoker things. Well, hello there. How are y'all doing? Hello. Where'd you come from? up to 7 shards. Nope, okay. Eight shards. That's why I can get back up. That's probably the intended way to get in here. Or this. I took a shortcut. That's boring. Another totem? Oh, I didn't even know if I had that. I got 4 when I cleared out the woodland mansion. Oops. So I have some back at spawn. Come on, let me in. Still at 8. How about now? 9. Okay. Sorry, Skelly. You had to go. Oh, and to explain the bazillion, ender pearls in my inventory, the 400 something. Oh, hello. I was trading offline with the cleric and the iron guy. I was actually mainly trading with the cleric so that I could get more lapis for when I'm doing a thing which needs it. Since the block box adds... Oh, I just attacked the stairs. Since the block box adds lapis blocks. Or rather, more lapis blocks. And while I was doing that, I was also trading him for the other stuff he has, like ender pearls. Ender pearls, not what I meant to do. Ender pearls, redstone, and glowstone. Hey y'all. Hello. Oh, I also used some of the ancient tomes that I had. Specifically one looting ancient tome, and I think it was like three sharpness ancient tomes. This is a big structure. Yeah, it is pretty decent in size. I'm gonna go up there. Come on. Hello? Let me out. There we go. Banner pattern. Full charge. It looks like it's reusing some of the stuff from the other one I was in. got that right. Yep. The funny thing about these traps is they also keep getting the mobs. Which is why some of the dispensers are empty when I get to them. Because the mobs triggered them. Okay, we finally reached the end of this part. Let's go back. Now we have downwards again. No, I hope there's something that actually makes... It is nice. I've gotten stuff, but it is going to be a lot of the same over and over. Okay. Oops. Nope. That's it? Okay. Let me check something real quick. Okay, it's a different, uh, this is just Catacombs. And I want the Light Temple. Now, my only complaint about this structure so far is the repetitiveness, how it's just the same thing over and over. However, I do actually like it a bit. And, where is it? I thought it was in here. Is it in here? This. This could be useful. Maybe. I don't know if I'll actually use it. But, like I said, it could be useful. Wait. I guess you're supposed to just jump down. And it does also have fossils. It does also have plenty of the little pottery. Ooh, I can make two artifact shards, not pottery shards. Artifact shards. It also had all of those pottery shards, so that's also a bonus. But I do like this. I do feel it got me plenty of reward and stuff, actually. Hello. You saw that, right? The mushroom just grew right in front of us. The torch already down. That makes it seem like they came this way already. Ooh. That's what it does. Yes, that was a purposeful step, if it wasn't obvious. To show what it does. Oh, right, also. Okay. I can avoid falling there. Go back this way. Hey. Also, let's fill that hole back in. Oh, it's cobblestone. There's just not a way here. Wait, so if there ain't a way to get here... Come on, let me up. Does that mean the other one had? Oh wait, no. Yeah, good luck finding the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna need it, thanks. This is... a bit windy. Or is this the one I just came from? This might be the one I just came from. Yeah. That's actually the way I came from. Okay, so I have to go this way. Wait, I thought I went upwards. Or went downwards. Oh dear. Good news is, I think I've... Hey, Mac. Good news is, I think I've explored the whole thing. This is Catacombs from Better Archaeology, Mac. Okay, I ain't gonna find the other one, I don't think, so let's just get out of here. Wait, no, not Catacombs. What is that structure? Where's my hole in? It is Catacombs, okay. But I couldn't find an entrance to it. Oh wait, it's already off, yeah. Renaming doesn't. Okay. So, one of the structures I want to find is in desert, so that would be like looking here. And then what was the other one? Um, it was, I think, plains? Oh, where is it? Taiga and plains. So, let's see, where am I at right now? I'm up here, which is north of spawn. I'm up here. The ancient city is all the way up there. Means I'm about here. Yeah, that's this, so I'm right here. does taigas look like? So here I could go. Let's go over here. Maybe. This desert does loop around, so we could go here. Wait, no. You? Yeah. So taigas and plains have one structure I want to find, which is the Temple of Light. It has a special item in it. It's also another better archaeology one. But I also want to try and find more stuff in desert biome. And I ain't sure if it's gonna spawn in wastelands, but this desert does. So this desert loops around and connects it here, and we still got this part of it to explore and over here. There's also one that spawns in Badlands biomes. Okay, I was trying to get around, but let's just do this. Oh wow, we are already an hour and 10 into stream. Yeah, that's for sure what's fun. I'm gonna have to go back to the archaeologist and work those uh artifact shards, was it? Artifact shards. I can make 2 artifacts. We have to see what those are. Yeah, the Temple of Light has a, which is in Plains and Taigas, has a the waystone. That's a spider. I didn't like the spider cave that we explored before. But as I was saying, okay, not here. And this is why. Partially. 1, it wasn't rewarding, but 2, it was underwater, just like that one. But has a flower. Hold on. This guy. The Totem of Growth. And that is definitely something that someone who is endgame, has done everything, been everywhere would have. But I definitely want actually several of those. That little wiggle I did was because I realized too late that I was about to jump off the cliff. Oh, I don't know if I said already, I used Ancient Tomes. My 1 looting Ancient Tome and 3 Sharpness Ancient Tomes on my sword. Just because as far as I'm able to tell, Goblin Traders doesn't have a netherite sword, or a sword at all. It has pickaxe, axe, hoe, shovel, elytra, and well, the 4 tools in diamond, the 4 armor pieces in netherite, and then elytra. But it doesn't have, as far as I can find on my offline world, a sword. So it's okay to just use it on my sword. Also, I'll probably show it at the end of the stream, but I'm looking for the jungle temple since we're here. See if it's got one. Okay, it looks like we're out of here now. I can't upgrade to netherite until I get a smithing template, which it looks like I ain't gonna get till I go to the nether, even though I can get netherite scrap. But so I can't upgrade my backpack, for example. That has to go into the smithing table. That's not true for storage. So the chests and barrels, they can be upgraded to netherite. Just by a crafting grid. So I did actually upgrade one of the spawner ones. Hey guys. One of the barrels with spawners to netherite so that it can hold more. Because I've been getting a lot of spawners. We have 2 in here, and then several in here. Oh, and you weren't here when stream started, so you didn't see. I did also do a little bit of changes to the Woodland Mansion. I didn't actually show all of them, but one of them, for example, was I swapped out all of the torches in the halls and the rooms in use with lanterns. Stop doing this. Nope. It is so weird seeing multiple vanilla biomes beside each other. Even just 2 of them beside each other. And rather than doing it on stream, I did actually renovated the room. I didn't show this one. I renovated the room that has the Easy Villagers farm blocks in it, and I finished setting it up. So it has all the crops now, and it's been arranged better. Okay, so I accidentally it works for how it is. I just set the things on the wrong sides from what I had intended, but it works as it is. And I realized when I was already almost done what I did. We have a very small or Badlands right here. Was this supposed to be a Badlands, or was this... Oh, this might have been a wooded Badlands. I see something up there. Oh, is that Stonehenge? Because Better Archaeology, I think it's Better Archaeology, does add Stonehenge in. And it is circular. Stonehenge. Okay, 2 pottery shards. I'm seeing the diamonds and emeralds and going, no, not those. 3 pottery shards. Is that it? That is it. There's suspicious dirt. I don't think I have azure bluets yet. Although I ain't seeing any. Okay, maybe not. Plains. Wait. There's something over there. Yeah. I was already going to go over there because, like I said, Temple of Light. Then I saw there's something on the map. Now, there ain't a guarantee there's going to be a Temple of Light, but we're still going to check out the plains. Yes, plains and taigas have the Temple of Light, which I don't think that is. Hold on. Villager grave. The villager head. Bone meal. A bone. And another bone. Kind of interesting that they put the villager with his feet towards the gravestone. Oh, more jungle. Did not mean to plop that down. What is this? Magnolia? Oh, I already have Magnolia. I think. For sure I do. So that's a structure. Is that another Heaven's Challenger? Oh, speaking of that, um, so the world I popped on to check out some stuff with the new mods, I flew right into one of those. I was in creative mode on there. Yeah, I spawned in, I was trying to find a good flat spot to check out how the item display mod worked, and I ran right into that. I'm like, I'm seeing that form on the map, and I'm looking at the map as I go. It just like went right into the side. And no, I ain't gonna put it on a waystone for it. I'll eventually come back to it, maybe. I need to get back to the desert. But I am also seeing something on the map. I think I'm seeing something. There's another Stonehenge. Nope, back to the desert. I guess I could go check out that Stonehenge and then go back to the desert. Yeah. When am I going to the end to get the Elytra? I haven't decided yet. And speaking of the other dimensions, I was thinking, actually yesterday, about the Nether. Nether is going to be fun to do. Where is it? Almost right. When I want to make a Froglight farm or a Golden Experience farm. Because of the biomes. The added biomes. Since those two farms only work in specific biomes. I might have to do a bit more searching to find where I can build them. Yeah, nah, okay. Oh, artifact shards. It's 2 pottery shards, 3 pottery shards, gunpowder, diamond. I don't see any others. Alright, let's go to the village. I can see a village up there on the map. I'm gonna activate their waystone and then head back down to the desert. Hello. They have a waystone. Yep, there. Okay, what biome are you in? Temperate Grove. Rather than going all the way back by foot, this is faster. You went to see Stonehenge for real, the real one? I've wondered what it would be like to be there, but I also don't travel much for various reasons. And going across the whole ocean. Yeah. There's complications. Okay, so yeah, we just go back this way. That kind of looked like a structure before it was fully in view. That. Yeah, back to the Elytra thing. So I don't know when I'm heading to the end. Because I keep thinking, oh, it'd be so much easier to go to the end. But I think it would cut down on exploration in the overworld if I did that. And I kind of want to do the 3 dimensions in phases. Do a lot of overworld exploration, then nether exploration, then end exploration. Even if, and then once I like do nether exploration, then come back, do more overworld exploration, then do end exploration, then come back and do more nether and overworld exploration. And I think that would give a little bit of build up not just for y'all, but for me as well, for things like the Heavens Challenger, having to wait so long to get it. Because, I mean, it is supposed to be, with a name like that, and the fact that you probably are meant to have an Elytra, same with Mechanical Fortress, it's got to be good, but it's also probably supposed to be, um, once you've done a lot of stuff and have pretty upgraded or pretty powerful gear. Especially because I have seen a comment from the dev saying, it was in the comments on the mod itself, saying it is intended to be played. It does factor in that most people would probably have mods that have additional armor and weapon stuff. Whereas for me, it's just the ancient tomes from Park plus Goblin Traders. I see something forming over there. That said, Goblin Trader armor, if I remember correctly, adds 50% knockback or protection or armor. Sorry, adds 50% armor, I believe. Hey, Mr. Enderman, how you doing? I also came across one of these in the creative world where I was testing item display. This is a brewery. This is all part of the brewery. And the reason I laughed, the one on the creative world did the same thing. It just came out. And since that's 2 for 2 that does that, I'm guessing they probably did something like instead of it, because it was also on a cliff like this. So I'm guessing what happened was they accidentally set it to go the opposite direction as it was supposed to. How do you get inside? Hi. Oh, this is a Greenwood pub. Yeah, the other one also extended outward like that. It also has spawners, and I could hear them. That was dangerous, whoever was pushing me. Dude, stop. Like they want me to hit them. Here we go. Yeah, I think it orients incorrectly. Because, yeah. I'm gonna plop a waystone here, and then we're gonna do a break, and then I'm gonna go into the dungeon. Yeah, so stretch your legs, refill your water, do whatever. I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. I am back, and the reason I paused it during this break was because I did not trust the villagers not to shove me off of here. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the way into the dungeon. They are hurting themselves. Oh, maybe this is different than the one I saw no, because it is still big. It probably does have spawners and stuff like the other one. The one in my creative world. I didn't explore it. I could hear the mobs. And this mod is fond of added or fond, not fun, fond of adding in spawners. So the assumption is the mods were from spawners. I hear Vindicator. Oh, they're all connected. Drunken villager. Just named baby zombies. Hey, stop. Why am I not able to hit them? Since you think 1977, you can't go between them. Because Source was taking a little piece of it, yeah. Yeah, and I can see people take pieces of it, climb on the stones and all that. Hello, sir. Why do you have 100 health? That is too much for you. No? Okay. Oh, this was the way I came in. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention, the book in the Mushroom Village, you weren't here for it, Chrissy, but the book in the Mushroom Village, I found out when putting it away, had text in it, even though it was not a signed book. The trembling ink betrays the unease that courses through my veins as I document the unfolding events surrounding my experiments with alchemy and its effect on fellow human subjects. Anxiety has become an unwelcome companion, gnawing at my consciousness as I traverse the treacherous path of scientific discovery. It is not my own physical form that is marred by the alchemical transmutations, but rather the pacifistic individuals used for my experiments. Their once vibrant and supple skin has succumbed to a disquieting transformation, adopting a ghastly shade of gray. The corridors of my laboratory bear witness to their deteriorating state, a haunting reminder of the power I have unleashed. Their metamorphosis goes beyond the superficial, with each passing day, their behavior becomes increasingly volatile, their actions driven by a newfound aggression. It is as if the alchemy has awakened a primal instinct within them, unshackling their innermost desires and shrouding their minds in darkness. They roam my domain, consumed by a frenzied frenzy that chills me to the core. But amidst the chaos that has befallen my subjects, it is not their condition that plagues my thoughts. No, it is the looming specter of a higher order, a religious force that threatens to extinguish the flame of my scientific pursuits. Whispers of their ire and disdain for my work reach my ears like a venomous serenade, sowing seeds of fear and paranoia within my troubled mind. They view my experiments as a transgression, an abomination against their carefully constructed realm of control. Their reach extends beyond the confines of my laboratory, infiltrating the very fabric of my existence. I feel their eyes upon me, observing my every move, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. Sleep has become a distant memory as my nights are plagued by nightmares of persecution and retribution. I guard my research with the utmost secrecy, fearful that the culmination of my knowledge could be ripped from my grasp by these formidable adversaries. The weight of their presence presses upon me, bearing down on my shoulders like an oppressive burden. Yet, even in the face of imminent danger, my resolve remains unyielding. I am driven by a hunger for discovery that eclipses the fear that permeates my being. I must push forward, navigating the labyrinthine corridors of alchemical exploration, risking everything to unravel the mysteries that lie just beyond my reach. End of entry. The fact that it says end of entry is a bit weird. Why is there gravel? Hmm. Hello. Unlicensed alchemists. Oh, it was this way. Well, now there's an extra passage. Okay. You don't need 100 health. Why do you have 100 health? You don't need 100 health. Come on. Yeah, so these are where there would be doors if it continued. Hello. Was that the whole dungeon? This was not the way out. That is the way out, I think. Alright, that looks like it. Let's head back over to the desert. Well, and wastelands and all that. My thoughts on this. It was alright. I'm not gonna say it was bad. I'm not gonna say it was good. It was alright. It's middle of the ground, I want to say. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Like, the amethyst shards were good. And it did give me glistering melon slices, which are kind of useless. Ton of water bottles. Flash potions. By the way, there is a structure from what's it called? When Dungeons Arise. That, if I remember correctly, spawns in deserts. A big one. That I've seen people complain is overpowered. Both in mobs and in loot. I've already gotten some 3-hour, I think it was like 3-hour 20-minute, 3-hour 40-minute potions from When Dungeons Arise. And there's apparently, from what I saw people saying, those with strength as a drop from that dungeon. Alright, let's turn around. And it is the Colosseum. I don't know if that's been changed since that comment, those comments were left. Now, the loot doesn't matter because it's just vanilla potions. But I ain't sure I want to take on the mobs. If I could be wrong in what I'm remembering, but I think they said they were on phantoms. They were skeleton archers riding phantoms, like at the Heaven's Challenger. But I will probably give it a try eventually if I do come into one, just not like if I find one right away. Hello. I do want to explore at least most of the structures. I do want to try and explore most of the structures in the series. Oh, and speaking of, I have been thinking of adding in one more structure mod, plus another mod. Not talk about L Ender's Cataclysm. That one is a pack of every wolf variant. I did actually think about doing that, and also frogs. Having each frog variant. Yeah, so I want to explore most of the dungeons and stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, there are 2 more mods I'm thinking of adding, not including L. Ender's Cataclysm. Because that one I'm just unsure of because of the added armor tiers and some of the ways the dungeons work. But the other one that I'm contemplating adding in doesn't do that as far as I can tell, and it's Towns and Towers, which adds in more structure. It just adds in more structures and stuff. We got a village there and a village there. Okay, I'm gonna grab your waystone, or well, activate your waystone, or maybe not. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that. Y'all have fun with your thing. But yeah, so I'm thinking of adding in Towns and Towers, which adds in more structures. I don't know if it adds in new blocks. Now I want to look that up. I ain't seeing in the pictures from it new blocks. Yeah, it's more the structures. This season is focused on the exploration, so new structures would be nice. And then the other mod I was thinking of adding, which isn't a structures mod, is guards, which adds in villager guards. That would, which allows, some villagers to actually be guards and protect the villages and stuff. The reason I ain't sure on that is I don't know if this season's gonna have a whole lot of free range villagers in the areas I'm at. And with no nightfall, unless I turn it on, um, why am I going this way? With no nightfall, the danger ain't that high either. That's the way I want to go. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, so guards doesn't seem like it would make too much sense. But it would add, like I said, I ain't doing a whole lot with villagers. Or rather, free range villagers, so it wouldn't make too much sense. Oh, would you look at this? Trail ruins. Which are submerged. Now, if this season does last a while and I start doing stuff with like a village, because like I said, most of the season is probably just be me exploring and adventuring and stuff, there's also going to be me working on the island off and on. So, we'll see. I might add guards, or I might not. And like I said, I haven't decided on towns and towers yet, but since it does add more structures, I am thinking of adding it. And I am still looking for mods which add more like trophies and stuff, or rather artifacts and stuff for me to include. And in regards to that, so like right now, as it is, I could probably just do a small room for the museum. But the more I add, if I add more, well actually right now it might not be a small room. I could just do a simple room. But if it ends up that I have... Oh, someone just pinged me on Discord. I just got confused. Oh, I know what pinged me. Okay. Oh, hey, Waystone. My poll, I'm guessing my poll just ended. The correct answer was none of them were valid. But, the room for the trophies and stuff might, or artifacts and spoils of the adventure might not be a small room. So I was thinking maybe have an underground museum or treasure room or whatever that's accessed, like a hidden one that's accessed through the training room or training building. Anyway, so the poll, I'm gonna explain it actually in when I get to the poll that I did on Discord. So the correct answer to what is the despawn time for all items is no answers are valid. So I did a poll. So for people watching this, I did a poll on another content creator's, or well, more of a quiz on another content creator's Discord, where I asked, what is the despawn timer for all items in Minecraft? And the options were 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and none of the above answers are valid. And the correct one is none of the above answers are valid. And you're probably going, but wait, it's 5 minutes for everything. You're right, it is. Except for one item. The Nether Star. In Java Edition, a Nether Star dropped by a wither when it dies has a 10-minute despawn timer. I did see that hole. And I figured I could clear it. On Bedrock Edition, it never despawns. So it's 5 minutes for every item except for the Nether Star, which has different despawn requirements, or despawn time. And it also differs between Java and Bedrock. Is that a structure? Or just weird formation? I think it's just weird formation. Oh, I knew everyone was gonna vote for 5 minutes, Cozy. But I also knew, and I knew that even with me putting in none of the above are valid. And my history with polls where I tend to have a hint sometimes on the trickier ones that one of them is sometimes. Yeah, the none of the above are valid was a hint that none of the above were valid. Yeah, nether stars. It is the only item in vanilla Minecraft with a different despawn timer. Now, in Bedrock Edition, I don't know if the never despawns is only if it's dropped by the wither or if it's just period, ever. But in Java, only when it's dropped by a wither is it different. Well, that's interesting. Oh, is that one of the new... No. Yes. The pyramid. Got a lot of holes in it. There might be a lush cave over here. I ain't sure what's giving me that idea, but it's just a hunch. There might be a lush cave. Yeah, that's one of the structures I was looking for. This is the Young's Better Desert Temple. Although it's actually a pyramid, not a temple. That's the name of the mod. Also, it apparently gives you mining fatigue. Like I said. So the fun part is going to be getting inside of this, because it's buried. Or do you go to the top? Okay, you go to the top. Those are stairs. Oh, so an issue, one of the other things with L Ender's Cataclysm that has me not sure if I want to add it or not is, from what I was reading, it apparently sets it so you can't break blocks at all. So I need to look into that further. That's one of the things, like, once you, like, I understand, like, right now, hello, it's slow, like, even for a banner, because of the mining fatigue. But, Hello. It goes away. There's a boss in here. And once you defeat the boss, it's supposed to stop applying mining fatigue. So I need to look into, in order to further think about whether I want to add it or not. I don't know this puzzle. I'll need to see how that is. These are braziers. Okay. Up 1, 2, 3. Ah. Because like once you're done, there's no reason to have that still on. Okay. Stop, you're gonna mess me up when I'm trying to do this puzzle. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Okay, it's on. Yeah, and if it does just what I said I read it does, you're a spawner. That's one of the reasons why I may not add it until later in the season. There are supposed to be more puzzles. Like, I know that's a puzzle. But there's just nothing up here. Is this just spawning grounds? Is that all this is up here? Yeah, it looks like there's just spawning grounds. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's on. That one's on. I can't break these. What? Bow. Arrows. How are you supposed to get all 3 of them on at once? Let's see. See, what I'm seeing is shoot them when all the lamps are lit. Is when I'm looking it up. Okay. Let's check this. I'm gonna check this on YouTube. Let's see what this says. It is just shooting it. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Oh, there's not a fourth brazier. Um, I can't grab the gold ore from those. Okay. That's wonderful. But I fear no fire. Hey. Oh my goodness. I jumped. see stuff in all directions. Okay, so this one didn't take me anywhere. I had a feeling this was the way I was supposed to go. Okay. The trap chest, I think. Well then. Is there nothing up there? There. Nope. Okay. I jumped down on purpose so that I could do that. Because I am not that great at parkour. I forgot to add a mod. Called sophisticated inventory interactions, which allows for things like using for inventory on vanilla stuff. I found out about it yesterday, and I meant to add it, but I forgot. It keeps going. Ooh, a god apple. Okay, that's it. This way? Yeah. I was trying to... Ooh. Pick it up. something will happen if I grab that. So there's gonna be a barrel. I do like that, at least for the most part, the loot is... Oh. Okay, so there was a way through there. Themed to the dungeon. That's pretty nice. Oh, hello! Pharaoh. And it cleared the mining fatigue. It's spawning these guys in, I think. Spawners. That was lame. Oh, banners. We are collecting all the banners. Yeah. Now the question becomes, how do I get out? Banners. Oh, hello. Do it. I'm gonna check there. Oh, it just stays right here, yeah. Yeah, how are you supposed to get out of this place? I am not playing with these. That was a god apple. Collector's Caravan? With the new sample extractor, you can extract DNA or blood samples from items and turn them into mobs. Comments. I'll take a look at it. I'm gonna add it to my list. I've got a thing where I'm saving mods I might add in the future. Okay, I've added Collector's Caravan to the list. I don't need the TNT. Now I heard some noise. You don't show up in here. Okay. There's one more. Oh, right, because it's not just better dungeons. Better Jungle Temple doesn't have one. Fortress of the Undead. Okay, so that's the only Youngs for me still. Go and explore more of the desert. I'm gonna look into it. See what the comments are saying, see what the issue tracker says. I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous stream, but I think, sadly, I'm gonna, on my Forever World, drop connected glass, because it takes a while to update. And it's still on 1.21.1 or 0.11. We're almost to 26.2. That's gonna be the Youngs. That's gonna be this again. What did I name it? Jungle Temple? Pyramid? No. Temple Jungle. Why did I call it Temple Jungle? Why did I call it Temple Jungle instead of Jungle Temple? Oops. I wanted ladders. Shush. I can already see. Oh, hello. Well then. A little bit of a difference in this one. I'll be exploring the Young's Desert Temple right next door next. Oh, those are walls. Hello, sir. I wasn't trying to do that. Ain't even hitting the right buttons here. And the reason I'm exploring this is I want more of these guys. We found inside of the pots when I rake them. Okay, that's everything on this side. Can I go? Yep. There's no way this is it. What? I came down from here? Yeah. This is the temple, same temple style as what I was exploring at the start of the stream. It's apparently a lot smaller. Oh wait, Boom. You lead me to the... I don't know what's up with this. The other one went on forever. This one just stops. Well then. It is a little disappointing. I know I'm going back and forth. I'm making sure I ain't missing anything. So I was hoping for more pottery shards. Artifact shards. Pottery shards, artifact shards. I was hoping for more pottery or artifact shards. Come on. But nope, this is... Oh, wait. No, oh, we're down here. Okay. Yep. It is everything, right? One last quick check. That's disappointing. The other one was so huge. Well, at least we got that guy. I'm guessing this is the Young's Better Desert, or, yep, Better Jungle Temple. Oh, hey, entrance. This makes me sad that it was so small. Um, There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, that's strange. There were stairs. This is the safe path, I'm assuming. But I ain't got mana fatigue. Oh, hello. Which means I can just... It may actually need me to step on them. No, the door's open. Okay, so that's what happens when you step on them. Just a little bit of poison. Arrows. Poison darts. Does this one just end? Yep. I saw it and then just kept going. Oh, the pressure plate was supposed to trigger that hissing. Yeah, nice try. I saw you. Went to dripstone trap. You don't fool me. Well, okay. There's a door right there. Happy. I feel like this might be a puzzle. Or are they all supposed to be on? That's those three. Those three. Yep. Door here. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hello. Alright, let's go back to the desert. Also, Cozy, with the recommendation for the mod to add, um, the more I add that encourages exploring, the more I want to explore. So if I do check it out, it probably won't be until after I do a little bit more work on the island. I do want to get more of that worked on, it's just I'm having so much fun exploring. Wait. I forgot I had two pickaxe, or, two hoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fortunate. Yeah, that's fortunate. Okay. 5. That's 5 waystones. A village. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into the collector's caravan. Like I said, I put it on my list. And then decide if I want to do or not. Check the map. I don't see archaeologist camps. What is this? That's a dripstone cave. I kind of want to find a Temple of Light. That wouldn't be something I'd explore today because we're already at 3 hours. That might take a whole stream to find and then explore. That's the Scorched Caverns, or Scorched Mines I already explored. What is this? Fungal Jungle. Anyway, let's head back over this way. Through the water. I'm getting in my boat. I don't know how long it takes. I think the archaeology table, I think getting the loot from them does take a little bit of time. Am I going? Right here and then, okay. Also, I do have multiple vanilla desert temples, desert pyramids, already loaded into this world, which means that the one I explored didn't look like it had any suspicious sand. But vanilla desert temples do. Now, maybe that one did have suspicious sand and I just didn't see it, but it didn't look like it did. And that means I can still get the pottery shards from the vanilla temples. I wasn't gonna check the shipwreck, but I am. That is interesting. Oh, copper ore vein. Not that I need it. There we go. Alright, let's go back this way. Yeah, I want to finish, or at least look through more of the desert here. Okay. Who knows, maybe we'll find another archaeologist. Okay, that is loading lag, which means there was probably a when dungeons arise, dungeon spawning in somewhere. Maybe underground. Or there. Nope, that's just terrain. Yes, something generated in. I don't see anything though. Which means it probably is underground. This is Crag, I believe. Yep, Crag. Did not mean to place that down. Come on. Oh, hello. Was not expecting that when I turned to look over that direction. I will take it. For sure. That's the village. Oh, I'll go to the village first. Yeah, I think I started saying earlier. I know I was thinking about saying it earlier. Actually, hold on, let me check this. So if you're ever playing a desert-only world, blacksmith chests have, it's about a 1 in, I think, 22-ish% chance of having oak saplings. If you ever do a desert-only world, look for villages, look for blacksmiths. And also don't forget, if you're wanting chickens, which can't spawn in desert-only worlds, you can only get the other farm animals from, and that's from desert villages. You can get chickens anyway, because of trial chambers. There's a 6.9% chance for it to have, I think it's 4 to 8 chicken eggs in the trial chamber dispensers. Which also have, I think it's a 6 point something percent chance or 4 point something percent chance to have splash potions of weakness. It also means you can cure villagers without going to the nether. Naturally, that means 1.21.1 plus. Since that's where trial chambers were added. Oh, it's another village. I think. Yeah. I ain't gonna go to it. Nope. I gave it as our only world a try last year, which is how I know about that stuff. Because I was looking up things like, can I get chickens? Can I get moss? Trial chambers, trial chambers. Wood or saplings and blacksmith chests. Oh, I think that's a plains in vanilla. Is it plains still? Scrubland. No, this might be a savanna in vanilla. Which means it wouldn't have the Temple of Light. Where are we at? Alright, we're getting ready to close the loop. This section here annoyed me the first time I saw it on this world seed. Because it's just giant cliff facing each other, so I couldn't get to the other side. I had to go all the way around. That was before I was keeping the ender pearls on me. That's actually something from this world specifically. And I didn't have Elytra yet. I don't think I even knew about Elytra at that time. Now, there is a structure which can generate in... Oh, hello. Badlands. I think it's called the Bandit Camp, but it doesn't look like it's generated here. I think I see a ruined portal on the map. I do need more terracotta. I ain't gonna gather it right now. I need more terracotta for botany pots. More botany pots. So it looks like this is actually Badlands in vanilla. So it looks like Badlands can get converted into lush deserts. I just had a thought. The book that I got. That was a signed book, I'm pretty sure. Was it you? Yeah. So it's not signed. One was signed, but that one wasn't. So we have one that was signed when we found it, and two which weren't signed, even though they had text in it. Right. Now we go northwest. Then after this, after I finish opening up the map for the desert and wasteland and all that. I'm gonna go visit the archaeologist and use this table. Where is it? Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna want to go. Yeah. Ruin portal. Yeah, cozy. Yeah, I'm just doing opening up the map, see if anything else pops up, and then I'm going to the archaeologist and getting the finding out what these artifact shards. I can make 2 artifacts with that, unknown artifacts, and then I'm gonna find out what they are. They could be, I'm assuming, either of these or this. I'm not sure about this. It could probably be either of those. Or it could maybe be part of a fossil. And then after I do that, I'm ending the stream. Well, hello down there. I'm gonna open up that and then. Yeah, I don't actually know what the unknown artifacts become. I think it's the totems. I ain't 100% sure on that. Oh, that's a dolphin. Alright, let's go talk to an archaeologist about some stuff. Oh, that is fast. Give me a book. Unwing and Soaring Winds. Well then. I have to look and see what those do. Oh, the artifacts are just enchantments. Okay. Looks like tunneling is a pickaxe enchantment that breaks a block below the mine block automatically. I'm not going to be using that. And then Restoring Winds. It's an Elytra enchantment, which gives a boost when you first start flying. And you won't need to use firework rockets to get airborne, but I'm assuming you still need to use it to fly. Okay. Not what I want to do. You know what? Let's go back to the pyramid real quick. Nah. We'll do this. Also, someone needs to shut their dog's mouth. That was a lot of barking just now. This is the loot for today. Got so much stuff. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed. It was definitely an adventure. Although, a couple of the dungeons were kind of boring. The temple was kind of boring. The pyramid was actually a little bit fun. I did like the pyramid. I didn't like how much I had to shift crouch to get through some of the areas in that, but other than that, it was fun. The Green Hill Pub, or whatever it was, Greenwood Pub, I'm indecisive on that. And then the other catacombs, those were neat. Both catacombs, I think, were neat. So yeah, I liked it. Today was fun. Tomorrow, I should be working on the island. I'm fairly certain I'll be working on the island tomorrow. And then that, yep. So yeah, that's it. That's the plan, is working on the island tomorrow and Saturday. And then probably next week I might get back to more exploring. I want to find the Temple of Light. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're, hello. Oh yeah, I also set up the sniffers. I forgot to mention that. I didn't realize they were right there. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're watching this as a stream on Twitch, you can catch the VODs for the whole series on my YouTube. If you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, you can catch me streaming live on Twitch. My current schedule is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. The link is in the profile on either platform. The name's The Draconic Matt. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed, and until next time, have a good one. Bye!